Good afternoon. Oh. I just finished crying, but like happy tears, kind of. I don't know, it was really confusing, but I'm happy now because I watched my kids open their Easter gift. I wasn't even going to get them anything for Easter because it's just overrated, all these holidays, I feel like. My kid is calling me. I'll just wait for him to come and talk to me. He knows. Anyway, this morning's reading was a really heavy reading for me. Obviously, it was personal.
Mom, Parker's wiped the remote for me.
Be right back. It's a really emotional. It's the energy is really emotional. Adrian just came in here crying too, so it's like we're all just having like an emotional day, which is okay. It allows me to like guide everyone through it, right? And it's okay. We're emotional beings. Anyway, I'm gonna break this down a little bit because there's a certain tactic that's going on in my life right now, and it's like the money that I do get, most of it goes towards bills, and when I get my bills paid, I only have a certain amount of money to use. And the tactic that's going on right now is that always lining up to do something, always making sure that money gets spent so that I can't save that little bit of money that I have left. Just to save in general towards anything. And people around me don't think that I know that, but I do. Anyways, I didn't have any more money for the rest of this month. Maybe I had like $10 or whatever after paying all my bills and doing what I needed to do. So my mom brought up the fact that she was going to send me money for Easter gifts. Otherwise, I wasn't even going to go get them. Okay? So, thinking that she did, I went to the store and we all were going to pitch in money for this big lanky gift box that they wanted. For Easter, because that's what they wanted for Easter. I told them that I was going to get them a gift after my mom told me, I'll send you some money to go get them a gift. So we went, and she didn't send me the money, or at least she said she did, but I didn't get it. And then she sent me money today, but it canceled right away. So I called her while we were in the store, and I didn't want to get the kids' hopes up, and I wasn't even going to get them one to begin with anyways, so it was all this big thing. And so I called her and I let her know what was going on. And this man in the lineup behind me, there was $37 pending on the bill, and he bought it for them. And I don't know why an act of kindness made me break down, but it did. It did. And then everyone kind of got weird around the situation. The teller got kind of weird and hurriedly. The people in the lineup were in such a hurry. I looked at this man and I'm like, thank you. And I couldn't help it like I am now. That's what was happening. And then there was this other man who was yelling in my ear, and he was like, excuse me. And then he was talking to the man who just bought this, the rest of this, my kid's Easter gift, right? he was like, can I have that buggy that you're on? Because he's in one of those little, you know, those little riding machines. And then he was like, when I'm done. But like, we weren't done what we were doing there, right? Like that, I don't know. People are weird. I wish I would have had enough patience to just stand there afterwards and just ask him what his name was. Anyway, that made me cry. And then, yeah. Just like one random ass stranger could be very, very nice. And then the entirety of my situation could be so draining. So, whoever that is, thank you. So the message is, be kind. Because you never know what anybody's going through. My kids loved it. They loved it. Parker went and gave him a hug. Yeah, so it's an emotional day. I am going to pull some cards. Okay, so the money tactic thing is so that I can feel broke, be down on myself, and then they can hammer down on the fact that I need to go get a job. But this is my job. I'm going to read tarot all online until I get my justice. And I'm not going to stop until I do. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards. Like there's nothing that they can say or do to make me want to do that. This is my job. I found like a really delicious thing to put in my coffee. I put butter in my coffee. And it's like salty and so yummy. What I do actually is like I have this protein powder, and it's a really clean protein powder. It's called Diesel. And I'm gonna do I drink it because I feel like it doesn't give me any symptoms, so why not? And I put this, it's called triple chocolate. It's like a really decadent protein powder. Anyways, I like put a teaspoon of that in my coffee. So it's like chocolate protein in my coffee. It has a little bit of stevia, but I don't react to it. So, I mean, it is what it is for now. Until I get off coffee, because that'll be something I'm getting off as well. But I put a little bit of butter and that protein. And it tastes like a mocha. It's delicious. It's so good. It's so good. A lot healthier than sweeteners as well, right? So if you're a person who does creamer and sugar, okay, you could do butter and Diesel protein powder. With the aim of getting off coffee, though, because it's damn delicious. I don't even know how I'm going to get off this shit now. Okay. So now that, like, that's out there, that's where I stand with that. If you're going through similar things, just really stand in your power, stand your ground, and it's okay to cry, it's okay to get emotional, especially when, like, you're working through these things that are, they cut deep, man, they cut deep. It would be weird if you weren't emotional about it, unless you're really good at compartmentalizing. And I am. but I'm also super, super sensitive, so. Like, I won't personally allow them to have that part of me. They're going to have to watch this video to know that. And they never will. That's how good at compartmentalizing I am, right? They never will. Okay, so I'm going to pull some affirmation cards because I feel like it needs to be an affirmation card thing. Actually, you know what? I haven't pulled the star in a while. So let's do the star. I better go blow my nose before I'm sniffling throughout this whole reading. I'll be right back. What are the messages that the collective has to hear, Spirit? Somebody's telling me that they love me. Hermit. Somebody is looking into this situation and really celebrating the wisdom. They're celebrating your truth. They're enlightened on the stagnances that were created in your life for theft, for thieving reasons. There is some lovers here. A man and a woman. Karmics, for sure, for sure. And your work has helped people recognize who they are. Okay, and your truth is actually being celebrated. Your truth is being celebrated. It's bringing peace to a lot of people. I'm getting like there could be people who were targeted in the past, women and men who were targeted in the past by this karmic couple that targeted you and tried to put you in jail and tried to fraud you out. You're not the first person that they've done this to, and there's going to be people of the past coming out and wanting to speak their truths as well. Due to you standing in your power, it gives other people confidence to do the same. So that's amazing. Keep standing in your power because you're making a difference. What else, Spirit? This is being looked into. You're seen as wise and as strong. Someone sees you like kind of as guidance. As guidance. Brave. Very brave. Very brave and very wise. And like almost mystical. Yeah, very, very mystical. Like they don't... A mystic. I'm like drawn to these veins that are coming out of these mountains and this tree. There's like veins. It's like someone is really close with like Mother Nature. Like Mother Nature is on somebody's side, like the entirety of the universe. Something about the star system as well. Somebody could have like beauty marks in the shape of like a constellation. Because that's what this is reminding me of. And I have the Big Dipper on the back of my arm, right? So maybe you're one of those people who are like I'm hearing stardust. Stardust. Oh. I don't know how to explain that. I'm like seeing kind of like interdimension. I don't know how to explain it though. I wish I was more educated on this stuff. It's really trippy. It's really trippy what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, but I don't know how to explain it. One day I will, okay? I'll get really good at this and I'll share it with you guys. Somebody's like, it's crippling how regretful somebody is. Like their heart is hurting. Somebody's heart is hurting. Because you're shining a light on how someone tried to entrap. And you're sharing your wisdom so that other people who feel trapped can escape. Ooh. Some weirdo has a theory. Some weirdo has a theory that if you gather healers and you take their parts and you transplant their parts into them, that they will be you. Actually, that will become toxic for your system and you'll die quite quickly. Because of your intention, it'll be rejected. So good luck with that. But I mean, you're fucked. Like, that's fucked. Somebody thinks that if they get the heart of a healer, the eyes of a healer, that they can like have the light of someone else in their vessel. Some people are so warped in the way that they think. That's not going to work either. So you're going to put all that time, money, energy into that and have it not work and have it kill you. This is just a waste, man. Like, what the fuck? I shared a reading today. There's a reader that I like to watch. Yeah, because of your intuitive gifts. Somebody thinks that you're really brave for the way that you shine a light on what people have been trying to do to you. Well, what else am I supposed to do? Right? What else are we supposed to do? Just sit here and fucking take it? No thanks. I got fucking kids to raise here. And I have like, what is that teaching them? If I just allow people to walk all over me. You know what I mean? They're going to hear this story when they're older. So I'm going to be the best character that I can be. So that they're proud. And so that I'm proud. And so that the ancestors and my higher power are proud. My higher self are proud. And that's what gives me this strength, this bravery, this excitement, this passion. Like, I'll never stop this. I'll never stop this. I'll never stop the healing journey. Nobody does once they get there. Once you start, you never do. Okay? It's always in the back of your mind. Always. So this is actually very good. Someone's allowing their intuition to guide them. Being stable and grounded, yet passionate. Being wise, staying to themselves. Keeping strong, even if that means letting go of something that cuts deep, right? And not fearing that either. And somebody else is watching this and their heart hurts. Like their heart hurts. They want to cry if they're not already. They feel like a lone wolf. They feel like all alone in this. But it's karma. It's karma. Or if they're not expressing it, then they're still suppressing things, right? And that's going to be even worse in the long run. So, pray for the people who put you here, right? They need healing, and they need some sort of guidance, and hopefully they find it in beings of light. Because the goal is for all of us to ascend, right? We all deserve happiness. We all deserve happiness. And it's very attainable. It doesn't cost any money. I'm open to love. I'm open to receive love. In all forms. In every aspect of life. Everything I need is within me. Like, people can mess with your finances as much as they want. It's not going to change who you are, right? They can manipulate it all you want. It is sort of disappointing to know who they are, but it is what it is. When at least you know. At least you know, right? The Tower. You have the strength to handle anything the universe throws at you. Okay, I'm getting that this is a really good tower for you and a really bad tower for your ops. Okay, the ancestors are proud of what you've achieved and you deserve to get recognition for it. You do. So give it to yourself. Okay, give yourself that recognition. Like, hold your head high. Okay. Like, I can be emotional like that, and then in the next moment, just be okay. Because when I'm getting emotional like that, as I am being emotional, I dig into the depths of that emotion, and then I release it. Almost instantaneously, but, like, I have to make sure I feel it out fully before I do. Just so that I'm not carrying any emotional baggage along with me, right? I feel like what happened in that lineup today needed to happen for me to purge something. There was something quite there that I didn't fully release. Okay? Yeah. And it took an act of kindness to get it out, right?